Hey everyone, 12 News meteorologist Stephen Matrograno here with a Weather Now update for you. We're in a Pinpoint Weather 12 alert for a round of rain and wind later on this evening and into tonight. Right now, we've been just seeing some, lighter sprinkles and some lighter showers over the course of the morning. And again, it's, kind of hit or miss in terms of who's seeing what, but it's a cloudy day and definitely a damp day out there with some of those lighter showers. You can actually see them on the radar there. The main activity, though, is off to the west across parts of Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey. You can see that, slug of moisture with the yellows, oranges, and reds indicating some of those heavier downpours and even some thunderstorms in there as well. Again, the main axis is off to the west, but that's advancing in for later on this evening and into tonight. So looking outside in Newport, we're seeing the breezy conditions as those winds begin to pick up and cloudy skies and, again, some sprinkles out there. Similar story here in Lincoln. The roadways look kind of wet out there and, again, a lot of clouds in place. Temperatures in the 50s, so it's a chilly day across our area. 55 in Providence, 56 in Newport. Let's talk about Melissa, though, that continues to just churn in the Atlantic and just move along really at a rapid pace here. Winds of 105 miles per hour as of the latest update. That's a Category 2 storm. Movement northeast at 24 miles per hour, so it's kind of gaining some of that forward speed as it tracks further into the Atlantic. It should pass west of Bermuda as we go into Friday, but certainly, of course, it left, a lot of damage and it's, left a lot of impacts, residual impacts there across the Bahamas and Cuba and even Jamaica, of course. Now, the track itself is going to continue northeastward through the northern part of the Atlantic, weakening as it does so, and again, staying away from southern New England. Potentially could have some impacts in Atlantic Canada, as we go into the weekend, but certainly by then, a long way away from us. We may see some bigger waves as we head into the weekend, but that's really about it. This afternoon, though, of course, we're tracking our own weather. Sprinkles giving way to some late showers by about 4 p.m., and then by the p.m. commute into the early part of the evening, seeing some of that steadier rain arrive. And right now, it looks like the heaviest axis of rain should be just after that evening commute. So here's what we're looking at. Rain and wind this evening, 1 to 2 inches of rain expected. East-southeast winds, 35 to 45 miles per hour. Down towards the coast, could see those higher gusts. And of course, slow travel expected for tonight as this rain tracks on through. Let's time it out. We'll go forward here. You can see that rainfall arrives during the evening and really gets heavy around 7, 8 o'clock through about 9 or 10. And then notice by midnight that heavy axis of rain is already moving north and eastward, and we're left with just some lingering showers for the overnight hours till about 3 or 4 or so. And then I think we'll be drying things out for that morning commute on Friday. Very windy, though, for Friday. Brighter skies take over. Good news is, of course, for the Halloween trick-or-treaters later on in the evening, weather does look much more improved here. It'll be windy. It'll be a little bit chilly, but at least we're not looking at any kind of wet weather to kind of dampen things for Friday evening. And then we look pretty good right into the weekend, Saturday, sunshine, dry conditions, and a good fall weekend coming our way, both Saturday and Sunday here with nice timed dry weather for the weekend. But first, of course, we have to get through the rain and wind. Here are those wind gusts, and you can see the strongest wind gusts will be down towards the coastline. 30 to 45 mile per hour gusts possible further south and east, and a little bit less as you go further north and west away from the water. But rainfall, of course, a concern with 1 to 2 inches of rain possible. And, this is falling in a short amount of time, so it could lead to some areas of flooding in spots, especially while it's actually falling. So keep that in mind. We still have a lot of leaves on the ground, could have some clogged drains that could lead to some, more localized areas of flooding. Could even see a few isolated outages because of the wind gusts as well. So, again, not a major storm, but it's a quick moving burst of rain and wind once again across our area. And like I mentioned, the weekend looking good, mid-50s, dry, and a little bit breezy for Saturday, but not too bad both days. That's a check of your forecast. Thank you for tuning in. And again, take it slow for the evening as that rain and wind moves through.